When Hansi Flick arrived at Barcelona, the club was still in a rebuilding phase. The conversation was about patience, about projects, about waiting for the next generation to grow. But fast forward to now, and that narrative has completely changed. Nobody is talking about rebuilding anymore. Now, people are talking about winning everything. Under Flick, Barcelona have become one of the most dominant teams in Europe again. They average around 2.7 goals per league match. They dominate possession with more than 68% on average. They are among the leaders in chances created, vertical attacks, and pressing intensity. They are scoring more goals in La Liga than Real Madrid. And even after injuries, even after opponents have learned their patterns, Barcelona are still favorites to win trophies. What makes this even more impressive is that Flick has done it with a very risky, very demanding style. A high defensive line that many consider reckless, aggressive pressing, constant intensity, huge physical demands. And yet those risks are paying off. This team doesn't just want to control matches, it wants to suffocate opponents. Last season, the pressing was extremely high. This year, Flick has adjusted it slightly. Barcelona now press a bit lower in certain phases, choosing their moments more carefully, which has made them more stable defensively. But the intensity is still there. Every player presses, every player runs, every player defends. And at the same time, La Masia continues to produce talent. Young players are not just filling the squad, they are becoming key pieces in a title-winning team. Thanks to Flick, Barcelona have regained a clear identity, consistent performances, and even the Camp Nou feels alive again. Now let's look at how this team works, position by position. Everything starts with the goalkeeper. In Flick's Barcelona, Joan Garcia is not just there to make saves. He is the first player in the build-up and the first defender of the high line. He plays extremely high, often almost like a sweeper. This allows Barcelona to occupy the entire pitch vertically. When the goalkeeper stands high, the defensive line can push up, the midfield can advance, and the team becomes extremely compact. This positioning is essential. It helps Barcelona compress the game into the opponent's half and immediately recover possession when they lose it. It's risky, but it fits Flick's philosophy perfectly. In front of him, the center-backs are fundamental. Cubarsí and Eric Garcia are the main pairing. Cubarsí is the more composed one. He is calm under pressure, excellent with the ball, and very reliable in build-up. He doesn't panic. He knows when to pass, when to carry, and when to slow the game down. Eric Garcia, on the other hand, is incredibly versatile. He can play as a center-back, right back, defensive midfielder, and even left back. What makes him special is his sense of space and positioning. He reads the game extremely well. He knows where danger is coming from and how to close it. This versatility allows Flick to adjust structures during matches without making substitutions. Martin has also developed into a solid center-back this season. He's not yet at the level of someone like Íñigo Martínez, but he is good enough for what Flick needs. He understands his role, stays disciplined, and fits into the high-line system. On the left side, Alejandro Balda is one of the most important players in the entire system. Balda brings verticality, speed, ball carrying, and dynamism. His runs from deep completely change the structure of Barcelona's attacks. He constantly pushes high, almost like a winger. He stretches defenses, creates overloads, and forces opponents to retreat. Without Balda's movement, Flick's system wouldn't work the same way. On the right side, Jules Koundé plays a different role. He stays more conservative. His main job is to provide balance and security, especially to help Lamine Yamal. By staying deeper, Koundé allows Yamal more freedom to attack. However, compared to last season, Koundé's individual level has dropped slightly. He's been less dominant in duels and less sharp offensively. But tactically, his role remains crucial. The contrast between Balda pushing high and Koundé staying back is one of the keys to Barcelona's balance. And again, defensively, everyone presses. There are no passengers. From defenders to attackers, every player is involved in recovering the ball. Now let's move into the midfield, which is the brain of Flick's Barcelona. Even though he is currently injured, Pedri is the heart of this team. Last season, Pedri was arguably the best player in the world, not just offensively, but overall. He was the main engine in attack and defense. He was among the players who regained the most possession in the world, while also being vital in creativity. His understanding of space is extraordinary. He always knows where to stand. He always knows where pressure is coming from. He protects the ball better than almost anyone. When he drops deep to receive, defenders who follow him are not really pressing him. They are opening spaces in midfield, exactly as he wants. Pedri decides the rhythm of Barcelona. He decides which flank to attack. He decides how fast to play. He controls everything. He was also the most consistent player in the squad. Next to him, Frenkie de Jong plays a deeper role. De Jong helps in build-up, supports the center-backs, and breaks opposition lines with his carrying and passing. He is excellent at progressing the ball from deep areas. What makes this midfield special is the relationship between Pedri and De Jong. They complement each other perfectly. They attract pressure and rotate positions. This is very different from traditional Barcelona systems that relied on a single pivot. Here, responsibility is shared. They pull opponents out of position and create spaces for each other. Then there is Fermin Lopez. Fermin may not have the same technical quality or creativity as Pedri or De Jong, but he is extremely important. His pressing, his movement between the lines, and his runs make Barcelona unpredictable. He adds chaos to a system that is otherwise very structured. He attacks spaces, arrives late in the box, and helps sustain pressure. Together, this midfield trio gives Barcelona the flexibility to face any type of opponent. Low blocks, high presses, physical teams, possession teams. They have answers for everything. Now let's talk about the attack. On the right side, Lamine Yamal is the most unpredictable player in the team. He can beat defenders easily. He has elite vision. He can score and assist. His signature move is the outside pass, which constantly breaks defensive lines. Opponents always need a specific plan for him. If they don't, he will dominate the game. He cannot be isolated. He attracts 2, sometimes 3 defenders, and that attention creates space everywhere else. On the left side, Rafinha is completely different. He presses more. He runs more. He is ruthless. He has incredible physical endurance and intensity. He can play at full speed for 90 minutes. From the left, he often drifts inside into central areas where he creates key passes. At the same time, this movement opens the entire flank for Balda. This relationship is fundamental. Rafinha is a structural player. When he is absent, the whole system suffers. Even when players like Rashford perform well individually, the team lacks balance without Rafinha. Up front, Ferran Torres has become extremely important. This season, he is playing more than Lewandowski, and he is delivering. His goals per minute ratio has always been the best in the squad, and now he is proving it consistently. Ferran thrives on movement. He attacks second balls. He finds spaces between defenders. He presses relentlessly. His lack of individual quality is compensated by intelligence, positioning, and work rate. Now tactically, everything comes together in the attacking structure. When Barcelona attack, they usually do it with 5 players. Balda pushes high from the back. Rafinha moves inside into a left central position. Ferran stays up front. Fermin moves into a right central space. Lamine stays wide on the right. This creates a 5-man attacking line. Combined with the high defensive line, this compresses the game into the opponent's half and creates massive overloads. In these situations, Pedri and Lamine are crucial. Their passing and vision allow players like Fermin, Ferran, and Rafinha to attack space from behind. Even De Jong joins the attack at times, leaving only Cubarsí and Eric Garcia in the back when Koundé supports Yamal. This is possible because Yamal attracts defenders, opening huge spaces. And Eric Garcia contributes offensively too. When he carries the ball forward, he draws opponents toward him, freeing teammates. Sometimes Furman helps Yamal instead, allowing Koundé to stay deeper. Everything is interconnected. Nothing is random. Every movement has a purpose. Every risk is calculated. That is why Flick's Barcelona works. Even after a slow start to the season, they came back stronger. Even after injuries, they remained dominant. Even when everyone knows their style, they still win. Because this team is built on pressure, intensity, intelligence, and collective discipline. Flick has restored trophies, identity, and ambition. Barcelona are no longer rebuilding. They are competing for everything. And as long as this system continues to function at this level, Hansi Flick's Barcelona will remain one of the most dangerous teams in world football. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. I'll see you in the next one.